Okay, I you guys want to see what's behind curtain number one? Oh, it's just light. It's a yard, but you can't see it. It's too light. Is the yard dead? Is the yard dead? Um, okay, so I'm just waiting for my license to arrive from the DMV. I do not have my license currently, and I'm currently waiting for it to arrive at the house. Um, and I have to My uncle has like one of those car readers, so he's going to hook that up to my car and see if I need anything done. They're assuming that I need an oil change, so I'm going to go try to take care of that maybe this weekend, depending on how much it costs, or next week, early next week sometime. Um, but the main thing is my license because I only have my little piece of paper from the DMV and it doesn't even have my picture on it. And it actually says on it it's not allowed to be used for identification. And I don't remember that happening to the Wisconsin license. Like, so another check in the box for Wisconsin because I'm pretty sure it had the picture and it was like an interim license and it says like interim license, which means you can use it. New Jersey doesn't have a picture and it says like this is not going to be used for identification. Like, how do you have an interim license that's not going to be used for identification? It literally says it's not going to be used for identification on the interim license. That's my only form of ID. So I think New Jersey should fix that. That's a really big inconvenience for people everywhere, obviously. Um, so so yeah, I mean it's not Wisconsin versus New Jersey, but I'm just saying because I went to Wisconsin and I saw another state and how they handle things, and I've lived in LA for 20 fucking years. So I just go and make an appointment, go get my picture taken and get my new license in LA. It's like um that's just all I have to compare. And I'm not trying to live in every 50 goddamn state unless I'm fully funded by the US government either. Okay? And I mean by dollars and cents. I mean by physical dollars and physical cents. I don't mean by spirit. I don't mean Mr. Trump got on his goddamn helicopter with Elon Musk's child, and I told you they ended up in my room. And Elon Musk's child was a tiny little poltergeist, and Trump was a Draco in my room. Okay, they tried to come and pick me up with Air Force One helicopter. They must have got lost in the sauce of the organic, and they ended up as a Draco reptilian and a baby poltergeist in my room. And the baby poltergeist was a little scared of me. And I was like, why is my little baby poltergeist scared of me? You're a poltergeist. So, anyway, these dollars ain't making sense. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so anyway, what was I gonna say? I don't remember anything I just said for 444 minutes. What do you know? It's my angel number. Um, it's a what is it? A competition to see who's more needy or something? You know? Anyway, I'm just giving you guys an update of what's going on. Um, um, anyway, so spirit is around us at all times, and I do appreciate it when you open your mouth and you say that. Okay, and spirit appreciates that because I told you, like, talking is like a pyramid. Okay, it's like a pyramid. It is the pyramid. Okay, it's the Great Pyramid of Giza. Okay, and then when you start talking, um, pretend that the pyramid is organic and or has like it has like metal. Uh, Trying to impress the boys by knowing the exact words, but I can't think of the exact words. It has like a metal, like a stadium, like a football stadium. Okay, but just pretend that the football stadium's a pyramid. And then some of those football stadiums, they have retractable roofs, right? And then it opens up, and just pretend that that's a rectangle. That's an actual, like, or a square. I think it's a square. Just pretend it's an actual square, okay? It's like that. So it's sort of like a stadium with a retractable roof when you start talking, and then the retractable roof starts opening. And then it's an open stadium, and then it can let in the solar codes from the sun into it, which was formerly in the shade, formerly in the previously in the dark, had to be taken care of by artificial light of the stadium, and then it opens up and it's a retractable ceiling, and then it's taken care of by the light of the natural sun. Okay, so all right, so it's like that when you start talking. It's a pyramid. Okay, I'm just using the football stadium as a I'm using the football stadium as a metaphor. I'm using that as a metaphor, but that's a good metaphor. Okay, for like modern people like that watch football and people from the East Coast. That's all we do is care about football and blah blah blah. So anyway, the pyramid, but it's like the real pyramid of Giza, and then it opens up, and then it's a cube, a bilateral movement. Okay, I don't know what you mean. I think it's real, and I don't know what you mean bilateral movement, but okay. So it opens up, and then it's a cube, and that's a Saturnian code, a Saturn code. Okay, and so that opens up your frequencies to communicate extraterrestrially to Saturn. And there's the perfect father is on Saturn, and then there's the pink unconditional love, and you might need extra unconditional love coming forward. And those are the stipulations of our agreement right now, is that you need to talk to get those unconditional love codes. Okay, and I already described it to you. It feels amazing. I love it. And if you don't like unconditional love, well then, you know what? You can go eat some bread. For all I care, if you don't like unconditional love, I don't give a crap anymore. All right. I forgot what I was gonna do. My memory is cooked because I don't want to be doing anything that I'm doing. It's cooked. Bro, how weird is this? Okay, Hayden Christensen plays Jammer on Quantum Quest. So it's a movie about quantum codes, and it's like these reptilians and these aliens, and they surf quantum rays or whatever. Okay, solar surfing proton. But anyway, look at that. Okay, it's like aliens and quantum. All right, look at this. Okay, I just want to show you guys this. This is crazy. What the fuck? Okay, you gotta. What the fuck? How about this side? Okay, see, it says 63. Oh shit, I subscribed. Okay, whatever. 63 subscribers. Okay, 63 subscribers. Quantum Quest the movie. Okay, 63 people. It's like my YouTube. Okay, so anyway, Hayden is in that movie, and it's like, oh, Hayden did like another like artsy film, like, but it's just one. This one's for children, like he's got like his jumper, and I think he's like the last man on Earth or something like that. He's got like a bunch of indie, like like side films, culty films, that you kind of only know if you like Hayden Christensen or whatever. I haven't seen Jumper yet, guys. I don't think it's. Did I look it up? I don't know if I'm ready for Rachel to watch him with Rachel. Isn't that crazy, y'all? Like I can't stand being a human. It's that bad. It's like that. Is that serious? I can't say. And I'm trying to like. It's not that I don't even like. It's not that I don't like Rachel. It's that like this world has been so shit to us. It's like, you know what I mean? The world's been like so fucking shit to us that like I don't even want to like. I don't know. Maybe Hayden doesn't. Doesn't my dad always say that about his romantic scenes? He's like, don't watch the movie. So maybe Hayden is like, don't watch it yet. We still got to clear it or whatever. I watched the one with Jessica Alba, and I only watched like halfway through. I didn't finish it. Because we basically cleared Jessica Alba, so it's like there's like no big deal. Um, I forget what it's called, but it's the one where he gets goes to surgery and he feels everything in the surgery, even though he has anesthesia, which is such a huge nightmare. Um, I had boobs clearly, and I can't imagine that. I was knocked the fuck out for my surgery. I was knocked out, and I was so nervous about my surgery. I had the best surgery ever, to be honest with you, in LA. First of all, like, my boobs were an A is like an A to B cup. Okay, like they were really really small. I hated my boobs my whole life. I just hated them, and and so um the doctor. Okay, so anyways, I was like super nervous. Like we were like deciding like how big to go or whatever. Like, and it was like, okay, do we just like go for it? Like you talk to the doctor about it. You're like, do we just go for it and like just get them like really really big? It's like your doctor becomes like your best friend out of nowhere, or like. And so we went on the medium. We settled with medium, like not too small, not too big, but we'll just like go. And I always do this. I'm always like dealer's choice, like if you get in there and it looks a little off, like feel free to like fluff it up or down, like I was like, I just kind of want them to match my body. I have a big booty, and I hated my my upper torso. It just didn't match. So I was like, I just kind of want them to match. So like dealer's choice if it's a little off, and he did adjust it to what he thought the protocol was. So he's a really good doctor. But anyway, I can't imagine. Okay, so anyway, I was nervous about my surgery, and they gave you because I was like, I'm nervous, I'm having a panic attack, and she's like, oh, you're having a panic attack, no problem, we have something for that. And then you have like your IV in or whatever. Maybe it was here, I don't remember. But anyway, she gives you a shot for your anxiety, and it's the best anxiety medicine I've ever had in my life. I don't know what it was. She did tell me what it was, but I don't remember. And it like just makes you feel like blissed out, like perfect, like perfectly fine. And then you go into the anaphylactic shock. I don't know why I'm saying these weird words, but and then they put you under, right? And I didn't remember nothing about my surgery. I was not there. So that's why I'm bringing it up, because Hayden's movie, like he went under, and then he still remembers the surgery. That must be awful. That must be awful for people that go through that, you know. Um, so so yeah, so that's everything we're talking about. I already covered Saturn. Okay, Saturn has a bad rap because I'm bouncing around, aren't I? Saturn. Oh my God. I hate coughing. Stop coughing. Saturn religions, okay? It's basically the Abrahamic religions are a veiled form of Saturn worship. Correct. Which god is associated with Saturn? Kronos. Okay, so maybe it's Kronos. Saturn in Roman mythology and Kronos Greek. Oh, it's just called Saturn. Motherfucker. Was Saturn the sun? Yahweh Saturn, ancient planetary worship as the first sun. A pink sun? Was Saturn a pink sun? Oh my God. Before it got its rings? Was it a pink sun? The rings are it's like how you recycle. It's the recycling thing, and it's gonna go around Earth eventually. It's like Saturn's rings are there to let you know that the that's the recycling center. Those are the colors of the rainbow. And that's I don't know exactly how my own recycling center works, but that's it's related to the rings, and it's related to Saturn, and we are requesting Saturn's help, and that's why we're talking about spirit, because that's the protocol for Saturn. Okay, to have Saturn help you and give you unconditional and grant you unconditional love, you have to start talking about, and this was a download from my grandfather, Stan Lee. Okay, and he's synonymous with my actual grandfather. Okay, and that should be obvious by now. I mean, isn't my name Lee? But anyway, that the way I forget how he phrased it, but he basically was saying like the way to help yourself is to start talking about it, and that's why he started writing comics. Because didn't he bring the attention to the general public by just talking about it, and people are like, I think this shit's real. This is, so That was a download from Stan Lee. You have to start talking about it. And there's obviously codes in talking about it. And then that's how you get Saturn to help you. And Saturn it's a cube, and it's basically the Abrahamic religions. I forget, what was I looking up? Saturn religions. Why was I looking up Saturn religions? What the hell's wrong with me? I already know the Saturn religions. The Golden Age, a period of peace and abundance. Yeah. Okay. Saturn was associated with the concept of time. Okay, because aren't the Abrahamic religions all associated with time? So that's what we need the help with is time, because they keep pushing against us in time, including the seasons and the harvests. So it's also related to harvesting Earth. I mean, clearly, I would say Saturn is the harvester of Earth since it has the rings, which is my recycling system, which is associated with inner Earth, the reptilians. And then, what was I saying? Fuck my brain, dude. Saturn was associated with the concept of time, including the seasons and the harvest. Okay, yeah. So I'm saying, like, I think Saturn is in charge of harvesting us because of the rings, which is the recycling center, and then time, which is how humans seem to be recycled the most, is through time and through, you know, disease and old age, which would be associated with time. And then, of course, there's always accidents and like the surprise childhood cancer, which always takes you by surprise, and things like that, which are not associated with time, right? But like the old age homes, the end of life diseases, all of that stuff is like associated with time. You know, like, oh, your body um, breaks down after a certain age, like your whatchamacallit, your thyroid, not your thyroid, your endocrine, what the fuck is it called? Um, Not your appetite, your metabolism. Your metabolism slows down after a certain age. Women lose their period after a certain age. Men lose testosterone, and men lose vitality. Same thing with their metabolism. Their metabolism slows down after a certain age. All that kind of stuff. Oh, you turned 40, so it's very normal for your metabolism to slow down, right? Like I'm literally 50 years old. Like, um, anything weird? No, that you can't see, that you're not allowed to see. But anyway, okay, so it doesn't really have something to do with time. But that's sort of Saturn, like one of Saturn's spells. I guess it's like a spell from Saturn, and it's like if you're a part of like the Abrahamic religions, which is Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then you're subject to these spells from time, old age, da, da, da. Like think about it, like they're all like family oriented, and they all like really believe in time, and like really believe in like marrying somebody, and settling down, and like being one with your family, and you know what I mean. It's like a very um, that's a Saturn religion, an Abrahamic religion. Um, And I remember when Gigi said very clearly, using her mouth, not telepathy, don't you, don't, don't go to the Saturn religions. Don't do it. Okay. Anyway, so that's Saturn. Where's that video, Gigi? It's gone. It's gone. Isn't this weird? My inhaler, it says it's sulfate. That means it's salt. How does salt open up my lungs? I don't know. All right. Anyway, so that's counterintuitive right there with the American science. I don't know. Okay, so the world will never know at this point. I don't even know if I don't even know if I'm gonna make it out of planet Earth alive or not. You know what I mean? This place is rough. Okay. So anyway, that's how you open up the Saturnian gates. Okay. Um, there might be a fail-safe space trap if you stay in Egypt. If you stay in the pyramid, I don't know. Maybe you can report back to me, and my face is gonna drop and be like, "What? That's not a fail-safe space trap." So anyway, it benefits you to talk about spirit as much as you can, or talk about like how I don't know, I'm princess, maybe perhaps, and like all of this is like bullshit. Um, you know, um, it's crazy. Okay, so I was looking at houses yesterday. I drove around looking for houses, and I was also looking for houses on realtor.com. I was looking for houses on, let's see if I could, don't you just hate it when it's just like, maybe what the hell is even that? You know what I mean? It's just like I just wanted to show them the listings. Maybe. Yeah. Anyway, I was looking at houses, and my father's like, I just want to buy your house. Colin Farrell's like, I just want to buy your house. And he like throws his credit card on the table. He's like, let's try one more time. I'll set the intention to buy you a house, see if it works. And I guess the realtor, from my town asked him, like, how much are you willing to spend on a house? And he said 495. So, you know, that's a very nice house in my neighborhood. And, it's like, is an intention real? What's happening with our intentions? Where are they going? What's happening when we have people trying to take care of us and they're not being able to take care of us? Like where is this misdirection going? So I saw it in spirit. I saw it happen. I saw it occur. I saw him dedicate, 495, is it 100,000 or 1,000? 495 000, right? For a house. And because we've been seeing them set, I have been seeing in my mind's eye them set the intentions all year, set the intentions to come over, set the intention to get me, set the intention for Chris Evans to come get me, set the intention for Hayden to come get me, set the intention for Kim put her credit card out to give me a Bentley, give me a Bentley of my choice, probably to go in and get a custom Bentley made. Okay, we've been seeing them set the intentions uh, for the last year and a half, and it's not happening. And I'm a little scared every day to day. Why is this happening? Why can't I just like, have my dad back, have my husband back, like blah blah blah, have my family back? and and so anyway, he set the intention yesterday, and for a $495,000 house home. And then the factory behind me lit up, and Aaron Dowdy said in the organic template, you can see it light up like really clearly when something like that happens. And but like I just sort of like felt it and saw it in my mind's eye, the factory light up. And like I saw like a help wanted sign on the factory, and I was like, oh, help wanted. Maybe I can go get like a receptionist job or like a data entry job or something like that at the factory or whatever, you know. And they were like, Alyssa, that's not enough. Like a, you know, like a basic job. That's not enough for $495,000 home. The salary, the salary for that job is not enough for that home. So it's like first of all, like we saw like the money going to the factory because like first of all he put the credit card out and he said this is for a home for Alyssa, and then afterwards we saw the factory lit up, so that money went to the factory. So it's like and then I thought, oh, maybe they have like a receptionist job or something like that for me there, but that salary doesn't match a $495,000 home. So it's like, why are we giving the money? Why are we giving the energy to the factory and not to the princess directly? Why is it going to the factory and then I have to go and retrieve it by performing a menial task because I'm a princess and not receive my house instead? Actually receive my house. So there's a weird thing going on with the intention that doesn't make sense, and I have to report that to the energy. Okay, it's not coming to me directly. It's going to a third party, which I don't even work at, and it's probably I think it's a conglomerate group. I think it's the corporate group, but I think it's it's circulating in the corporate group. Why do I need a job to retrieve my house? I've already had 20 jobs, and I haven't retrieved my $495,000 house yet. So why do I need another house at 45? I don't think I think the intention is there's something wrong. There's something going on that's wrong. I should have gotten that house by now. There's something, there's something wrong. That's why we're calling Saturn, because there's something wrong. So, I'm asking that to like, I'm asking the energy to help with that because it's off. It's wrong. I'm not getting my house, and my dad set the intention for me to get my house. You know, it's that simple. I should feel safe. I'm princess from space. I should feel safe. And then, what else? There was something else. Oh, this is conspiracy theory stuff. There's Moloch. That's the name of the god, Moloch. Okay, in San Francisco, and there's the the weird camping. I forget at the grounds, the government grounds in San Francisco. And Alex Jones like filmed one of their weird rituals, and it's like a weird witchcraft ritual or whatever, where they say Midsommar will set us free, and they pray to Moloch. And I'm like, hi, I'm Midsommar. How can I help you? And they're like, oh, let's just ignore her and like be weird. Okay. Um. So what was I gonna say? Yeah. So anyway, on that grounds, there's a lot of different. It's like a luxury. I remote viewed it. Okay, I remote viewed it, and I uh was inside. I can remote view from other people's bodies. That's how I remote view inside people's bodies. Okay, I think I've talked about that many times, switching bodies and whatever. There's nothing there. It's all my bodies, and there's really not anything to do in this video game, you know, unless we make it fun. So anyway, I was inside a man's body on those grounds, and I forget the name of that campground, but it's a Camp Pendleton. I don't think it's Camp Pendleton, but it's like a campground in San Francisco, and where they have these like strange occult practices and everything like that. And Alex Jones has covered it multiple times. And he says like children are a pile of sticks. It's not children. It's just a pile of sticks. And like he talks to Joe Rogan about it. And it's like it's not a child though, right? It's actually like a pile of sticks. And so it's like stuff like that. And I remote viewed it inside this guy's body, and there's like all these different rooms and stuff, and there's like this big like open area in the middle. and there's like trees all around it or whatever, and then like there's built like the build like the big like worship building, and then there's like lower level buildings with like one floor over here, and then like there's a path into the woods or whatever, and they have like satanic practices with like a satanic offer stone like offering table in the woods, um to do like satanic rituals in the woods there. Like it's like all legit. Like it's all like that stuff there. It didn't like got that guy Ryan go crazy because he remote viewed it, or he was invited to it, and I think he started talking about it and he went like literally crazy because how real it really is. He's like a fighter or something, like Ryan something, and he's like a fighter, and he went like legit crazy because like he was invited to it and he saw it all. And so there's like this lower level building, which is like a one level building where um there's cages. There's cages with like there's cages with like stained beds in them. Um and then there's cages all around the building. There's a room, and then there's cages all around the April can kiss my fucking ass, right? There's cages because she's a remote viewer and I'm clearly way better than her. So anyway, there's cages all around the walls like that. And then in the middle of the room, it's a very large room. It's an empty room with cages and dirty little mattresses in the cages or pillows. It's not really a mattress because it's like small. I don't know what to call it. It's like a pillow, I guess. And then the whole floor, there's like a walkway around where the cages are, and then the whole floor is covered in these dirty mattresses as well. And it's very strange because the whole place is empty. There's nothing there. There's nothing in it. It's just this really weird, creepy room, um, with like a dirty mattress on like a huge. It's like huge. Like it spans, lots of feet, and it's an empty room. It's empty. So yeah. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. I was remote viewing it. I wasn't Max in that, but I saw that Max was invited there by the Satanists. Max Spears was invited there by the Satanists, and I think they had a mock um, trial for him, but it was a mock satanic ritual in the woods with the satanic, uh, I don't know, the satanic stone carvings and stuff like that. They had like a mock satanic ritual for him in the woods to try to help him before he died, to like accept it that it is real and that he was invited into his own group. And they also showed it to him to show him it's fake. And they were trying to help him to accept it and everything like that. And instead, it made Max lose it and go crazy. And, you know, um, so, so yeah, so that's what happened to Max before his death. And like he was like, if you watch like his last videos and stuff, he was like shouting about the Satanists and how the Satanists are coming to get them. And, the Satanists are going to kill them and whatever like that. And he was like uh, really freaking out about it. And I'm telling you guys what happened to Max, okay? And I'm just a remote viewing specialist. I don't know. I might be kind of special. I'm not sure, really. But anyway, okay, breakfast is here, guys.